lost, I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against Tannehill's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 20. Yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. To throw is Moore. To throw on third down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Back to throw. Moore. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Moore. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to throw. Moore. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Moore now to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know,
now Moore on 1st down. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 69 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Here we go now.
Here's Moore, looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Parkey for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to take over is Tampa Bay's offense. This is a Tampa Bay team, Charles, that in 2017, really, a lot of people's darlings coming into the year, and then they wound up being the only team in the NFC South not to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and part of it, only 27th in the league in rushing. And they thought they had a #1 running back in Doug Martin, who did not have a big year again in 2017. And last in the league in overall defense. So when you put that combo together, it makes it hard to win the games you need to win, especially in a tough division like the NFC South.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Winston. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Moore escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Third down here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, it's Martin.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll run it. Here's Martin. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to go soft on the corners. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up, because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage, where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
A toss play. This is Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The Bucs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to...
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll get it to Drake, running left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Moore on 1st and 10. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They run again on first down. Martin, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Winston with a give to Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Third down, it's Doug Martin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Complete. He finds Brait. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. They'll run. Martin. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A give to Drake running left. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green 39! Green 39!
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run. It's Drake. Room here to run.